Welcome back, guys. Joe here. Hope everyone's doing well. So today we're going to go ahead and plant these four. I'm going to say this wrong. I'm going to post it right here. Phoelia aurora. They're a privacy bush, or they're in the cypress family from what Google Lens is showing me here. They're about 5 years old. They're pretty big, pretty heavy, but they can grow a lot bigger than what they are. So along that creek end on my parents' side, I want to put these along there so that during the hunting season, the deer in that bottom plot do not see the neighbors. Well, this is going to help prevent them from seeing the neighbors. I'm going to have to plant a lot more than this, but these grow between 10 and 15 feet wide and about 15 to 20 feet high if left untamed and unmanaged. And that's what we're going to do, is let them just grow. So right now it's currently 48 degrees out. It's gorgeous out. And it's going up to a high of 80, which I want to get these in today before they start to wilt. I also have this here. It's the Domain. It's their comeback kid. I have 3 of these. I'm going to plant these on my shaded food plots up top. I have 2 of them up top. One's a full clover, and then inside the actual wood line. Right now, since we have no foliage yet, I want to get this down. Hopefully it comes up before all these trees really start budding. And what this is, it says it has 3 different kinds of perennial clover. 4 different varieties of premium perennial clover and an alfalfa mix. So I believe it also has, I think this also has chicory. That's really what I wanted to get it down to. No, I don't see chicory in here. All right, so it says it has ladino clover, alski clover, and Warren red clover, shift alfalfa, and some other kind of clover. Here, you guys figure out what those kind of clovers are. But other than that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring out the Coleman 550. I'm going to hopefully be able to load up 2 of these at a time. I don't think I am. I'm probably going to have to do 1 at a time because they're actually quite big, but maybe I'll get 2 on there if I get lucky. And then I'm going to let the goats out, let them run around down there, especially since they still have their, they have that flea and tick stuff on them. We don't eat the goats, or we don't use the goats, just our pets. So you let them out now. We did that last year. They had that, whatever kind it is on them. They get it's like every 6 months, every year. And we had no ticks on us last year. We didn't have to spray down. So I'm going to let them out, let them have a good time, run around. Hopefully whatever ticks start coming out in this warmer weather, bite them and die. So, hopefully you guys enjoy, and we'll get to it. Oh, also, I'm having some issues, if you guys don't mind. This isn't clickbait or asking you to comment, but I'm having a lot of trouble with comments on my channel. It seems like there are subscribers, you guys, that comment, and they'll come up. I'll try to reply to you, and then the comments disappear. Thank you very much to Dell in the backyard with Dell and Ground Pounder channel. They've helped me make claims with YouTube, trying to figure out what's going on. YouTube, for some reason, can't see it. So if you guys can put like a goat emoji, a thumbs up emoji, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to screenshot that on my end to prove that I went ahead and responded back. And if that comment does disappear, I'll at least have proof to show YouTube. For some reason, YouTube's like, yeah, we don't see it, but they see everything else. But if you guys can, that'd be really great. It'd truly help me out tremendously. It's not like I'm not trying to respond back to you guys. It's just I can't. And if I do, the comment disappears. So thank you guys so much. I'm going to get that machine out and hopefully get these things loaded up. Yeah. It's going to be a long day. All right. Always make sure to lift with your back, not your legs. Be a man. All right. I just have a strange feeling that that's definitely falling out, so let's get a strap on these. Here's the middle of the plot, just about the middle. Salt blocks there, cameras there. What I'm thinking is I have one tree right there, right by my tripod, and one's right behind the Coleman. I'll probably stick another one right in this area here, and then another one in this area here, right where probably where that bale is there. And then that way, at least, hopefully, when you're down in this area, I mean, I don't know how far a deer could see, but I'm sure as heck they can definitely hear them. Us too. But this is that mineral block here. I leave it on the stump. All right, so that first one that I put there, I'm actually gonna move it down. That second one's behind the UTV, I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna put the third one there, and then the fourth one right in this area here. So hopefully then we'll screen this area in pretty well. And I'm gonna get some more shrubs as we go, but I couldn't pass this up. They were free, and all I had to do was help my neighbor take him out. And by helping him, all I did was kind of stand there and put the strap underneath it, and he pulled it out with his truck. We lifted it up, and then he even dropped it off here. So kind of really got the good end of that stick. But I'm just gonna go grab the other two, head right back down, and do the same thing again. We lost this one on the way down. All right, hopefully you stay now. Guys, I was so against this Coleman Outfitter 550 when my parents were first looking at it. I was kind of into the Polaris Ranger because at the time that's all I knew working with and riding with and how it handled. And when they picked this up, I was like, you bought this piece of junk, no name kind of deal. It's gonna blow up. This machine could not have proven me wrong more times than it hasn't. I have yet to ever really have any issue climbing any kind of hills, any kind of payload. The only things that failed, but these are wear and tear items from us, are the door latches I'll show you, and then the back latch on the tailgate. But that was not the latch, the hinge on the tailgate. But that was all driver error. And I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about once we get back. But other than that, this machine just wants to work, and it truly seems to love working. Now what I'm doing here is I'm keeping along the creek edge like I said, but I have a path along the creek here that I'm hoping I could hide behind when these grow in. If they end up living, I don't think they're gonna have an issue living. That ground blind is actually gonna be turned into a 4x6 blind that I'm gonna put there as a permanent blind. I'm hoping I can get to that within the next few months. They're just depending on schedules. And then once that's done, this area will be kind of taken care of. Those other blinds that I have there, I'm going to get rid of. They worked for the season. We didn't even use them last season. They were too small. They were always too small, but looking into it, it's just not worth trying to even use them. So I'm going to put a swivel stand up top in that area. It's like on sale for $139, 12 or 14 feet off the ground. I'll put a box blind down here, so if any of the kids, my nieces want to hunt, and or Alex want to hunt there. But yeah, I'm gonna get this tree off, hopefully start digging here, and we'll see what it looks like, and you know, we'll go from there. I wanted to show you guys the two things that we broke on it, but this had, we're not sponsored by Coleman or Hyson, so it's not like I have to sit here and give these amazing reviews. This thing's an absolute workhorse. No, it's my parents bought it, they own it before I even had a YouTube channel. But for the price and what it has done, right here. These are the two right here. This one's perfect, this latch or support, I don't really remember what they're called. But this one, they go to a rivet, and the rivet that's in the plastic is broken off. But that was me that did it. It has, I mean, the tailgate doesn't hold 400 pounds, but I had this thing loaded, and one of those rounds came, and it popped it. So that was 100% my fault. And these right here, they're just rubber grommets, and the rubber brakes, they dry rot and brakes. I could reorder these. Don't know how much they are. I can't imagine them being too expensive. But we only have the doors on there for the kids, but now all my nieces and even Alex are all 8+ years old. So I truly think it would probably look cooler without the door on it anyway. So that's enough of talking, guys. I'm gonna start digging this out, see how it goes. First, let me get that little one in. I have no idea what that one is. Then I'm gonna start digging these in. So that one in, a lot easier than I thought, but I'm not gonna go ahead and predict it for the rest of them. My luck, I'm gonna hit every tree root, branch, some sort of Civil War item or something. Whatever happened in the South. Trying to get this tree in. And yes, I do have a tractor. Yes, I do have an excavator attachment, and I have a post hole digger. But it's all at my brother-in-law's house. So I'm here digging it in. But I could use the exercise. I would still rather use the machines I own. All right, so that took about 6 minutes. The ground isn't terrible, so I can't complain too much. And even if I did, no one gives a rat's ass. Put these roots in there, tuck them in nicely. Face them in the downward position. I'm making this all up, I have no idea. I'm just gonna dig out this one side a teeny bit more. Not going so deep because it wasn't deep to begin with that John's house, so to be in. And if they die, I mean, they die, but they were destined for the landfill. So I kind of repurposed them, gave them a second chance of life. That's the ugly side right there. Again, sorry, I'm out of breath. It's a lot of digging. Not totally terrible, but the sun spends most of its time behind us anyway, so I'm hoping this will grow in and look beautiful. But for reference, I'll show you about how big it is. And again, John says he's cut these back several times. So if this can fill in this area here, gets about this high, if not this high, like I'm 6 foot, so it's about 5 feet high, fill in this area here, couldn't ask for anything better. It's a perfect screen. I'll be able to walk on my walking trail back here to my box line I'm going to build over there. Now, just got to do 3 more of them. This is what it looks like from back here. We're probably a solid 30 to 50 yards away from it. We still have all that behind us still. But if they come in, which I don't think we're gonna have a problem, that the ground is super saturated. We're in for some rain tomorrow and the next day. Today's gonna be the hottest. It's gonna be 75 today. I'm gonna just dump some water from down by the goats area. I'm gonna fill up a pail. I have my mom turn that hose on. I'm gonna bring each down. It's about 4 gallons worth of water. I'm just gonna dump on it. Hopefully that'll stay saturated for the rest of the day. I think we shouldn't have a problem. I could use probably another 4 more along there and probably 2 more down here, but maybe what I'll do is I'll go get those green giant arborvitaes we could pick up. They're relatively small for like 10, 15 bucks and put them down here. But if these grow 8, 10 foot wide, I mean, if we get another off of this corner, if we can get 3, 4 feet right around this area and 3, 4 feet that way, and then go another 10 foot high, I think we'd be in business. I mean, this one's huge. It doesn't need much to fill in between those 2 trees, and those 2 down there are doing a good job too of blocking off this wide open section. This one went in a little bit crooked, but I'm not stressing it at all. Again, these were destined for the landfill, so I'm hoping they take root relatively soon. I'll probably tomorrow I'll most likely go Home Depot, buy fertilizer for them and drop it down before the rain comes. Really just drop it in hard, even if it's just a nitrogen set alone. But if this one can grow up to that stump there, I'd say that's probably about 6 foot. It may not, but even if it gets halfway there and these 2 connect and they grow 10 foot high, I would love that, because then it would really shade it. It would really block out the neighbor's house there for when the hunting season comes around and being down here. So I think that would be good, and that would be my walking path, like I said several times, right behind here. So here's my path I come in from along there, and where that hunter blind, the hunter shack is right there. That hopefully, I'm hoping that crossing will be done by this fall. So we'll come in from the road, walk this creek line right down here, come this way, and then right here, using the shovel tip is like a perfect pointer. Right in here is where I'm going to put my 4x6 hunting shack, hunting shed, hunting blind, whatever you want to call it. I'm not building it tall off the ground. It's just gonna be off the ground and closed. And that way we'll have a shot down here along this area, because they generally do come, if they don't come off that food plot up there, they're coming from this back corner, walking that wood line. If they don't go up, they'll just keep walking that wood line and then pop out in this area. So, I mean, it's only March. Today is March 13th, and we're looking for, right now we're looking forward to like November-ish. So I'm hoping this all comes out as planned. It will be perfect. And then I'm just gonna throw out that blind. That blind's been down here for like 3 years and it's taken a hit, but it never comes out. So it's doing a heck of a job. That's one of them Mary blinds, but gonna go get the water. I'm sure you guys have seen people watering trees, shrubs. It's nothing too exciting. Go do that. And then go up top here and put that clover down. I just took out my earth waste seeder. I'm gonna go ahead and put this in it right now, the Comeback Kid. I'm gonna spread along this top plot up here. Like I said, hopefully it comes in pretty good. This is the seed. It's tiny, tiny little seeds. Now, from what I gather, we're also supposed to have this earthway bag seeder on setting 1, which is the smallest amount. On this jar here, I'm just going to put the date that I put it down on and keep it for my records. I'm going to show you what we're doing behind us here. This is the plot up here. For most of you guys, you've seen this several times. Dan named that the corn shack, but that one's coming down. I'm going to go ahead, like I said, I'm going to put that swivel stand up in this area here so I could actually hunt the valley on the other side. It's all woods and it drops down. So I think, I know for a fact they're coming from down below. They cross from that back wooded area. So I'm just going to go ahead and put a elevator blind, a swivel blind up in this area here. And that way I could hunt this whole area up here along with what's down below as they're coming. So I'm going to plant this in this Comeback Kid clover, setting 1, and then whatever's left over, if there is anything left over, I'm going to put it on that strip of clover that I have down there just as a top dressing. The setting 1 on this top gate is really, really small. It doesn't really allow that much seed out, but it should work out perfect. So that setting makes a world of a difference. I'm going to show you how much I have left in the bag, but I did this whole top section. I went back and forth, up and down, a little zigzag, zigged when I should have zagged, zagged when I should have zigged. A little cletus in there. But I think it's going to come out good. We got a lot of sun right now, which is perfect. These trees are not in full canopy, as you guys can see. It's only March. I think it's the 13th, to be honest with you, 13th to 14th, and it's a Thursday, so it's, I guess, let me see. Yeah, like I was saying, it's only March 13th, Thursday the 13th, so I'm hoping I'll get the rest of this in here. Oh, let me show you what's left. Fair share is left in there with that setting. So setting 1 on the side here, I busted this up so I have a bolt in here holding it at setting 1 when I open up that slide gate. I'm just gonna go this way up, and then up and down quick, and then hopefully this stuff comes in again, and then I'm just gonna come in here in the summertime and just start thinning out one tree at a time. I have a few of them marked with X's, and if I can't go ahead and cut them down at the time, I'll just girdle them and let them stand and rot, and then during the next winter time I'll just drop them. But I want to get a bunch in here, at least taken down and dropped that way. I don't need them for firewood at this point. I haven't really done anything with the firewood, and I can't get the firewood out even if I do stack it. So even if I drop it and let them lay and do the same thing on that hillside down there. But let me just get to this real quick, and we'll talk about it in a second. That's going to be it for this one, guys. It was simple. We went ahead, put those 5 little bushes, trees down below. We seeded up here with the clover. I have a little bit left in the bag. I'm just going to top dress it again up there. I think this is going to work out great. Guys, thank you so much for joining me, hanging out with me. Again, if you can, please just put a comment, either a thumbs up, a goat, whatever you want to do, something, an emoji, whatever you like, just so I could really test out that whole comment section to prove to YouTube that we're having an issue with it. And hopefully they can resolve it and go from there. But believe me, I try to get back to you guys as much as I can. Thank you again, guys. Thank you again to all the new subscribers. Again, my name is Joe. We're down here in North Carolina. I hope you guys enjoy this. I'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you. Bye.